Hello, crafty friends. My name's Alicia, but you can call me Crafty Al. And welcome to day 12 of my 2024 Spellbinders Crafty Advent series. Spellbinders generously sent me one of their advent calendars to open and share with you here on my channel. So each day from the 1st to the 24th, I'm going to have a quick and fun video to show you what's behind the new door and create a project. For day 12, the gift was a die set that when you die cut and put everything together, you get this cute little drink with a straw and slice of lemon or lime or fruit of your choice. After I die cut all of my pieces, I decided that I wanted my drink to be one of those fancy ones where like each layer or there are different colored layers. So for mine, I chose yellow for the bottom and an orange for the top, kind of thinking about a sunset. Once my drink was ink blended, I started layering all of the pieces together with liquid glue. Using the liquid glue just gives a little bit of wiggle time if needed to adjust all of these pieces. For my glass, I ended up cutting that and the rim out of vellum to make it look a little more realistic, and learned from my mistake. I put my straw in place and then I added my vellum piece over it, and that's kind of when I realized, oops, some of that vellum should have probably went behind the straw. So taking that off, I did ruin it. I had to die cut another one, but it was quick and easy. And then this time I was more careful that I kind of slipped the top of it behind the straw, and then I got it in there just as best as I could. I adhered a little bit too much of the straw down, but in the end it ended up looking great. Finally, I added my little lemon slice up on that top left corner, and then like always, I gave this some nice time to dry completely. If you are enjoying this series, I think you're going to love my daily Advent lives. Make sure to check out the link at the top of the description box below and join me for the next live stream where I will be opening multiple crafty calendars and creating a new tag each day. For the background, I cut a square of white cardstock to 3 inches by 3 inches, and to go along with the sunset feel of my drink, I'm going to create an ink blended background with the same yellow and orange that kind of reminded me of sun rays. I used a couple pieces of post-it tape to do some simple masking, and starting in that lower left-hand corner, I just made angles out or rays out from there. Between each one of these, I did leave a little bit of white space, so when I put back down my post-it tape, I could kind of see through it, even though it is hard on camera. I just thought that this kind of added some definition between the two, and then I wouldn't end up ink blending the yellow and the orange together. So I kept moving the tape and making the rays until it was completed, and you'll see here I just have a fun kind of sunny background. In the lower left-hand corner, I did mess up a little bit with the post-it tape, but that's going to be no problem. That will be cut off later. I did decide to add a mat to my sunray piece, so I cut that down just slightly to 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I cut an orange mat that was 3 inches square. Now, like I mentioned before, that lower left-hand corner was going to get cut away. I brought in a punch, kind of made that look like a sun there down in the bottom left, so you could see through to that background mat. Once those two layers were adhered together, I figured out where my drink would go. It was a little bit too wide for this piece. I should have measured my circle a little bit better, but I decided that if the lemon sticks off the left just a little bit, that's okay. So I added some liquid glue to the back and got it put in place. For this series, I made a special little mini photo album, and each day's creation is going to get turned into kind of an instant photo, or what you might know as a polaroid. So once I had my square done, I got it added to the top center of my background piece, and then it's just going to get put back in the album, so at the end of the month, I will be able to go back and just see what each day's little gift was. It's such a fun and cute way to remember this series. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel and you would like to be notified of my next Advent video, make sure to click on that subscribe button below and ring the bell for all notifications. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch all the way to the end of the video. I hope now you'll consider clicking on one of the videos or playlists I have linked above. And if you are interested in any of the products or tools I used in today's video, I do have some links in the description box below.